intuition based on first impressions, reads conversations, and nonverbal cues. Here to tell us how that can go horribly wrong with his speech, "Don't judge a book by its cover," please welcome Toastmaster John Mazzanovich.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kathleen. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Good to see you. So we all have heard this expression, "Don't judge a book by its cover." And I think we all know what it means. It means don't judge someone by their appearance, right? But we do it. We do it anyway, right? We've been doing it for millions of years. We do it because we've been programmed by evolution to do so. Because for millions of years, mankind has learned that first impressions can be very useful in assessing threats and finding opportunities to flourish. And so it's worked out pretty well. Thank you. It's worked out pretty well to the point that we're still relying a lot on first impressions today. But in this modern world, that can really go wrong for us. So permit me to demonstrate. So, how am I looking today? It's all right? Nice. My book cover's okay?
Where'd you get it?
Thank you. I'm not fishing for a compliment, but so what is it about this outfit that projects the most authority, importance, respect? What do you think? Huh? The tie, right? What is? Why the tie? Why?
Power tie.
Power tie? I know, but why? It doesn't do anything. It's just decorative. I mean, my jacket is ostensibly keeping me warm, and the rest of my clothes are covering my shameful nakedness. But what does a tie do? What does it do? Does anybody know the story of the tie? The history of the tie?
No, what is it?
Became president of this club.
What?
I became president of this club.
Thank you very much. It's 10 seconds I'm not getting back. Okay, no. So, okay, I really thought somebody in this august group would know the history of the tie.
Like a napkin.
Yes, sir.
Yes. The Romans used to use it, you told me.
Oh, I told you. All right, so going back 2,000 years, Roman politicians and orators in all their wisdom and intellect decided that if they covered their throats with a cloth, that it would protect their voices. And in the 2,000 years since, it's evolved or devolved into this little ornamental signifier of authority and importance and respect. And we all know this, right? Clearly we all know this, including the people who wear the ties. So you see how maybe this might go wrong? So let's have an example. Politicians. Politicians they will do anything to get your vote. They will tell you what you want to hear. It doesn't really matter. They are the best/worst storytellers and liars. It doesn't mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit. I'm not saying there are no good ones. But compared to the national average, I'm saying this is the truth. And of course, what do all the male ones do what? They have something in common. They wear the tie, which kind of stands to reason. Politicians came up with this brilliant idea of protecting your throat with a cloth. All right, so what's the lesson? Don't judge a book by its cover. Here's another example. I met a homeless guy. I was playing a gig down at a little wine bar in South Downtown, and he was sort of friends with the owner, used to be her neighbor, actually worked there a little bit. And he played guitar as well, and came out and brought his guitar. And during the break, we kind of connected. He's just a really nice guy, super charming, a little disheveled, really beautiful curly dark gray hair, and really bright, shiny eyes, and a great smile. And we really connected. And I thought, I should try to help this guy. Found out that he was homeless and started spending time with him, just talking and bringing him things that he needs. When you live on the streets, you lose stuff, things get stolen. And so I bring him socks and food and whatever. And one winter day, I was bringing tarps and a blanket, and he said, things are not always as they seem. And I was like, yeah, I know that, but what's your point? He's like, well, when I met you, I really didn't take you for someone who, would spend all this time and effort to help someone like me. I said, thanks a lot. You're welcome. And then he said, it's not, I'm not as I seem either. He said, I actually don't need to be homeless, but I live on the streets because I want to connect with people that are struggling, and I enjoy the freedom, but I really don't need the money. I have some money. And I said, well, I really wish you had told me this, been a little more honest with me. I spent a lot of time and effort, helping you. And he's like, yeah, I know, I feel bad about that. But I really revel in connecting with good people, and if you want to still help me in the future, help others, we can do that. He said, but I will make it worth your while. And he actually wrote me a check for $1,000. And I said, I'm not sure that really covers my rate, but no, I didn't say that. I said thank you, and I cashed it immediately. I deposited, and it cleared. And so there was that. So what's the lesson? The lesson is, well, I think do right by yourself, do right by others, but also don't judge a book by its cover. And you know what else? That story's not true. Who bought it? Who bought it? Come on, be honest, be honest. Right. Fooled by a guy in a tie. Right after I told you to watch out for those guys. So don't judge a book by its cover. Listen to what people say. Watch their actions. Use some critical thought. And remember that we live in the United States, where all are created equal. So give people equal consideration and equal respect. And have a good day. Thank you. Thank you.